warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome to our presentation on an important and timely topic. We're gonna talk about the impact of social media on privacy law and regulation. Introducing, my name is Muhammad Aldi Kurniawan and I'm here with my two other teammates. And before we dive into the details, we like to give a special shout out to our lecturer, Mr. Mizu, for guiding us through this topic. We hope you enjoy our discussion. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Hello, my name is Randy Dwi Saputra from Group 4. Number 1. How does social media challenge how pre-existing concept of data privacy? Social media challenge pre-existing concept of data privacy by fostering a culture of sharing and creating platforms that monetize user data. 2022 Pew Research study found that 79% of social media users are concerned about how companies handle their data. Platforms like Facebook and Instagram track user behavior, even outside their apps, to deliver target. Often without explicit consent, the Cambridge Analytica scandal, which involved the misuse of data from 87 million Facebook users, highlights the vulnerability of personal information in the social media ecosystem. This issue underscores the need for stronger regulatory frameworks, such as the GDPR in Europe, which seeks to give individuals greater control over their data. Number 2, to what extent can consumer legal protection extend to commercial activities that are held on social media? Consumer legal protection on social media extend to commercial activities by ensuring fair practice and accountability in digital transaction. Such enforcement remains complex. In 2023, Statista report the global social e-commerce sales reached $1 trillion with platforms like Instagram and TikTok become hubs for e-commerce. Case of fraud, misleading advertisement, and counterfeit goods and prevalent and seen in the rise of scams targeting online shoppers during the COVID-19 pandemic. Law like the Consumer Protection Act 2019 in India of the FTC guidelines in the US aim to protect consumers by mandating transparency and providing mechanism for redress. However, international jurisdictional issues and platform-specific policies complicated comprehensive enforcement. Number 3, how can we limit the spread of hate speech and hoax on social media without hampering freedom of expression? Limiting the spread of hate speech and hoax on social media requires a balance between regulation and protecting freedom of expression. In 2021, a study by the Center for Countering Digital Hate found that 2011 individuals were responsible for 95% of anti-vaccine misinformation on social media platform, illustrating the impact of coordinated disinformation campaigns. Government have implemented measures like Germany NetzDG law, which mandates the removal of illegal content within 24 hours, and Indonesia Minister Regulation Number 5 of 2020, which is hold platform accountable for harmful content. While this measure saw promise of regulation, risk expressing legitimate dissent or criticism, as evidenced by critics of the vague definition in some laws. Collaborative approach involving platform algorithms, fact fact-checking organization, and digital literacy education are essential to tackle the issue effectively.
Hello, my name is Fernando Don Bosco Kevin, and I'm from group number 4. And now I will proceed to the next point, which is what roles can governments, technology companies, and society play in creating a safer and more responsible digital environment. So, governments, technology companies, and society each play crucial roles in fostering a safer and more responsible digital environment. Governments can enact and enforce regulations that address issues like cyberbullying, misinformation, and data breaches, providing a framework for accountability. For example, the European Union's General Data Protection Regulation, or GDPR, has significantly strengthened user data protection. Technology companies, on the other hand, have the responsibility to design platforms with robust content moderation systems and implement AI tools to detect harmful behavior. Society also plays a critical role by promoting digital literacy and ethical online behavior, ensuring that individuals can critically assess information and interact respectfully. Together, these stakeholders can create a balanced approach to addressing digital safety challenges. So the next one is number 5. How can we balance freedom and protection of society in the context of social media use? Balancing freedom of expression and societal protection in the context of social media requires a multifaceted approach. While users should retain the right to share their opinions freely, safeguards are necessary to prevent the spread of harmful content, hate speech, and misinformation. Research from the Pew Research Center highlights that 62% of adults believe social media companies have too much control over the news people see, indicating a need for transparency in content creation. To achieve balance, governments and companies can establish clear community guidelines while ensuring users' voices are not unjustly silenced. Additionally, educating users about the responsible use of social media fosters a culture of accountability without over-restricting freedoms. And the next one is number 6. Who are current regulations often considered insufficient to overcome problems arising from the use of social media? Insufficient to address social media problems due to the rapidly evolving nature of technology and the global reach of platforms. For instance, the Cambridge Analytica scandal exposed how existing laws failed to protect user data from misuse. Moreover, the lack of uniformity in regulations across countries creates loopholes that companies can exploit, as seen in cases of misinformation spread during elections. The Center of Democracy and Technology argues that reactive rather than proactive regulatory approaches leave gaps in addressing issues like AI driven deepfakes and algorithmic biases. To overcome these challenges, regulatory frameworks must be updated regularly, involve international collaboration, and include input from diverse stakeholders.
Number 7. What are the challenges faced in maintaining cybersecurity in increasingly complex social media era? Maintaining cybersecurity in the context of social media poses significant challenge to the intricate nature of online platform and user interaction. Malicious actors' strategies change along with platform, make it harder for law enforcement and regulatory agencies to stay up to date. For instance, the Cambridge Analytica controversy exposed the flaw in privacy and data protection laws, making user information susceptible to manipulation with regard to personal information. Additionally, the quick dissemination of false information, especially during election season, serve as an example of how cyber threats can erode public confidence and democratic process. The necessity for strong cybersecurity safeguards that prioritize user safety while protecting freedom of expression is highlighted by the fact that 62% of respondents believe social media corporations have undue control over the news. And the final one is number 8. How is social media changing the law enforcement landscape, especially in cases involving cybercrime? Social media has dramatically transformed the landscape of law enforcement, particularly in the realm of cybercrime, providing both opportunities and challenges. The abundance of information on social media platforms facilitated investigation and aids law enforcement in identifying illegal activities. For instance, social media analytics are widely utilized to identify patterns in cybercrime, demonstrating how criminals utilize this platform for illicit purposes. However, the lack of uniform standards across country make it more difficult to identify and punish cybercriminals because they can easily evade prosecution by operating from jurisdiction with weak legislation. The Center for Democracy and Technology claims that more proactive approaches are necessary to combat emerging threats like deepfakes and algorithmic bias because a reactive regulatory framework make this more difficult. Let's wrap up our presentation on the impact of social media on privacy law and regulation. We hope you found it insightful, and thanks for watching. And once again, big thanks to our lecturer, Mr. Mizu, for his guidance, and see you next time.